Welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat on ET now as the coronavirus fear grips the Dalal Street markets worldwide. We're going to tell you which exactly are the individual stocks and sectors that are catching our eye. Rajesh Palviya joins us now on the show along with Soumya from our research desk. Afternoon to both of you. Rajesh, let me kickstart the show with you first. You know, while of course we're speaking more than enough about the Nifty and the Sensex, look at the Nifty PSU Bank. A big crack is what we are witnessing on that sector, almost a 10% fall. I think this one's also at record low levels. Rajesh, your view on where we could see the banking sector go, because you know, last few days, last few months have seen this one significantly underperform the benchmarks.
Yeah, if you look at the overall bank, Nifty PSU Bank, Nifty structure, it's in bearish territory, and continuously it's forming lower top, lower bottom formation. And looking at the pressure on the all PSU basket, I feel furthermore downside we can see in the near term to short term, and I feel that it can further slide towards 1430 to 1420 level in the near term. So advice would be to remain short, or whatever pullback comes in the near term should be used as a shorting opportunity with stop loss of 1520, and I'm expecting that it may fall further from the current level. Another 5 to 6% cut we can see from the current level also.
All right, 9% gone for the Nifty PSU Banking Index. Soumya, meantime, aviation stocks, again, fallout factor, fear of the coronavirus spread. What did Indigo have to say?
Well, that's exactly rightly put by you, Mubina. In fact, the company in their press release yesterday mentioned that they are experiencing some amount of impact due to this coronavirus, and particularly for the month of January and February. In fact, they mentioned that they witnessed 15 to 20% week-on-week decline in daily bookings over the past few days. Having said that, they also added that they expect their quarterly earnings to show some amount of negative impact, probably because of this coronavirus, and the rupee depreciation has also added as an adverse impact to their overall financials. Having said that, the city is maintaining a neutral stance on the stock with a target price of 1570 rupees per share. Well, they say that lower growth could impact EBITDA by almost 15 to 20%. So looking at all of this scenario and the kind of coronavirus fear that's gripping the markets and the companies in per se also is definitely keeping the stocks and the markets weak today.
It's at the 1,000 rupee mark, and even SpiceJet in fact is seeing the ramifications of Indigo's profit warning. Okay, moving on, Rajesh, Vedanta, metal stocks again, biggest victims of what we've been seeing in the markets in the last 2 months. 82 rupees Vedanta, what do you reckon traders could do here?
So Vedanta is in extreme bearish territory, and if you look at the overall metal pack, Vedanta is underperforming to all the stocks. And looking at the current scenario, I feel further more pressure we can witness towards 75 to 72 level on the downside. So advice would be to remain short. Even any minor pullback comes, one can remain short with a stop loss of 88. Further more pressure we can see towards 72 level.
Okay. Moving on, Soumya, let's talk about Gas Authority of India. There was that big downgrade that came in, and now some more bulk deal activity. What exactly is the latest?
Well, yes, in fact, Mubina, this is the third straight day when we're seeing the stock falling. It's lost significantly in the last 3 days. Yesterday also it was down or 10%, and even today it's on a falling spree of around 8%. So the fact that it is moving in tandem with the market sentiment. Having said that, there was a bulk deal that was reported wherein BlackRock Global Fund bought 27 lakh shares, but at the same time Merrill Lynch India Equities Fund sold the similar amount of share at the price of rupees 92 per share. So on back of all of this, I think the stock's definitely reacting.
Okay, 8.3% gone for GAIL. The decline continues. And another PSU we want to flag off, which is also seeing a lot of volatility, is BPCL. Rajesh, your view?
Yeah, BPCL has given the breakdown of its important support area of 370 on the closing basis. So looking at the chart structure, I feel that furthermore selling pressure we can witness in the stock and the near term basis, and we are expecting that it can move towards 340, even 335 level in the on the lower side. So looking at the pattern, one should remain short. If any minor pullback comes, one can use as a shorting opportunity with stop loss of 385. Lower side target would be 340, 335.
All right, that's BPCL for you, 11.4% gone now. Soumya, hotel stocks, I think this as well is something that's caught all of our attention. Downward trajectory seen on all of them.
Well, yes, that's right. In fact, I think the impact of the coronavirus is definitely kicking down in all these hotel stocks, be it Lemon Tree, be it other your Indian hotels. Every stock is falling on back of this entire fear that's gripping the markets and the hotel companies in particular.
Yeah, EIH, Indian Hotels, Lemon Tree, big double-digit decline seen in all of them. Room rates likely to be under pressure is what the buzz is around here. Okay, meantime, look at Vodafone Idea. I think I just want to do a bit of a chat on this one because we did have a brokerage recommendation coming in, and that's the reason why this one is resilient. A very unlikely sell coming in on Vodafone Idea. Mind you, of course, it's just a 1 rupee stock, but essentially CLSA has upgraded it to a buy from a sell. They've kept the target price at 12 rupees per share. They believe that the risk reward is quite favorable for Vodafone Idea. EBITDA will triple, led by tariff hikes, and the company is growing its focus on some of the top circles in markets. So priorities have shifted, and you never know, this one may turn out to be a surprise, a cash cow, if you could call it that, with the hike in tariffs. Vodafone Idea is higher by 1.2%. Okay, Soumya, let's also talk about an IndusInd Bank very quickly. What exactly is the latest over here? There was this entire bout of fear coming in whether this one will get into fundraising or no.
Well, yes, in fact, Mubina, yesterday we had an update from the agency saying that the founders have pledged 3.43% of the bank in favor of Citibank. In fact, we did speak to the management also, wherein they clarified that there was no additional pledge as far as Citibank is concerned. They also clarified on the fact that they're not interested in Yes Bank as of now. And as far as the capital raising plans are concerned, they've deferred looking at the market sentiments, and they believe that they're sufficiently capitalized for the next 2 years. And looking at the current market sentiment, they really do not think that they need the capital. In fact, they are adequately capitalized. That's what the management added. However, the stock's under pressure. This is particularly pertaining to the entire market sentiment, which remains low.
Okay, 8:11 for IndusInd Bank. But with that, we'll wrap it up on Market Fatafat. We'll take forward the last hour and a half of market action forward on closing trades. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for closing trades.